Hey guys, Willow here with part 7 of the Jak and Daxter playthrough. Last time you got to witness my embarrassing moments in the lost Precursor city. And we came here to the Precursor Basin, where, if you remember, we talked to the gambler back in Rock Village. We are currently doing his race. As you can probably see, we need to beat a time of 45 seconds, and we're doing quite well at the moment. It's not really that difficult, even with that crash. It's still quite doable. The only annoying bit is the fact that these come out like that, but even with that we still did it. So the thing with the Precursor Basin is a very widespread area. A lot happens at once, so you just take what you can. So first of all, we're gonna, if you remember, we talked to the archaeologist. She told us to herd some lightning moles, so let's herd them back into the pen, because apparently they're blind. Who knew? So yeah, sometimes the lightning moles can be a bit annoying, but we seem to be doing quite well today, making up for the embarrassment that was the lost Precursor city. It's kind of an awkward moment, but that is that currently done, which means we've already completed 2 of the quests for this area. Why did I say quests? Ah well. So what next? So yeah, these flying lurkers, they are quite difficult to catch, and you just have to literally follow them around in a circle in order to catch them.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Avoid the doggy!
Words to live by, Daxter. Words to live by. So it looks like we currently have no idea what we're doing. Even this will be difficult for me to commentate. There's our second scout fly. Oh boy. We just made an embarrassment where we randomly missed 1 precursor orb. Not sure if I remembered missing it. But this place doesn't actually take too long to finish, and apparently I did realise, so that's always a good sign. So what next? Clear these, and the fact we've come here means we're probably going to clear out these plants. The idea here is to kill these plants that have been corrupted by dark eco with some green eco. And yet you can't try that on Daxter. Anyway, these are a bit annoying because I'm not really sure what the minimum that you can do them in is, really. But yeah, we'll have to obviously make a few trips for this green eco to finish this off. Obviously the main point here is to take apart the surrounding areas, so only the middle bit's left, which can be taken out a lot easier. If you haven't noticed, these do grow back quite fast, which means they all have to be done as soon as possible. Otherwise it's a wasted effort. If I were to have navigated those bits a bit better, we may have already finished that bit. For some reason I decided to dawdle about there, and as you can see, some of them have started growing back. Well, not to worry, there's not too many. But do I have to make a second trip? Yeah, I do. Because I spent too much time randomly just chilling, trying to wonder what was going on. Anyway, we're now going to finish off this. And although we've already completed 2 parts of this place, this is actually our first power cell of the area. Go figure.
You keep on impressing me, but then maybe it's just because I've got low expectations. Okay, your moment of gloating is over. Get on with it.
See, he tells me to get on with it, but I don't actually see him currently doing anything. He just chills around in, like, the Blue Sage's lab. He doesn't even chill on his own anymore. So, oh well. So yeah, we're gonna probably chase after this guy now, because they need to be beaten at some point. Yeah, if you notice, they take a specific route, so you can obviously take a few shortcuts to catch up to them and eventually knock them out. Of course, doing that usually pretty much resets the position altogether. And some things obviously harm you more than they help. But anyway, this shouldn't last too much longer. And that's the first one down. I think there's like 3 of them, so 2 to go possibly. There's another scout fly. Some precursor orbs. Apparently we failed to jump there, but it happens. But yeah, just gonna break a few crates. How is this thing fueled? Oh well. So this place isn't really, even though it's kind of big, it's also not that big. And therefore there's not really much to do. That's why it's kind of difficult to decide what to do at certain points, because everything is literally next to each other. And yeah, this dark eco apparently is quite healthy for me. At least I must have been thinking that, because I just drove directly into a box. But I digress. On to the precursor orbs. We will look for the lurker we have lost. I'll go after the first one we originally went after. Who had just suddenly changed his position. So we'll chase him around again. Yeah, these can be a bit annoying to hit. Like I said, you just need to find proper shortcuts and execute them properly. And not do that. While we're randomly chasing these guys, might as well address something. Not really sure what to play for my next playthrough, so you should give me some suggestions in the comments below, or on our Twitter page at Craszel, I think, because apparently I'm being forced to use it. But yeah, I have no idea. Looks like we want to do these. So yeah, this is a path of rings, obviously. So obviously the idea is to fly through them all, but as you can probably guess, we are on a time limit as to how to do them. They tend to just differ off in the direction that the original one was facing. Aren't usually too difficult to find. Luckily the pink ones are quite nice with their time limits. So, there's nothing too big to worry about. But there are quite a few of them, and it can get a tad tedious when trying to finish them off. I really do not like this jump because I've actually missed it many times in the past, but apparently we got it this time. And that nets us yet another power cell. Can never go wrong with those power cells. Back to chasing lurkers. But yeah, as I was saying, tell me what games you'd like to see. See if any of them take my fancy and see what we can do. We have obviously the PlayStation 2 available, which gives us PS1 options and PS2 options. There is a possibility that Xbox games may be done, but it depends on the game, especially for the Xbox, because a lot of them are quite long and boring, to be honest. There's a GameCube as well, which could be used. We could even do some emulator runs of like DS games or something. You know, just tell us what you want to see. Apparently it's the Star Fox's Adventures is wanted by one of our friends, so may look into that. Might look into Portal 1. I'm fairly good at it, but it won't really last long at all. Could probably finish it in under 2 hours. So yeah, it's really not difficult. Portal 2 is coming out, so me and Pablo still talking about it. He might want to do a single player, but there is a possibility of a co-op run. But yeah. Anyway, currently we are crashing about in this game a lot. Yeah, this is the reason I do not drive. I'm bad. Yeah, this I suppose this segment isn't really like amazing to watch, as it's just literally driving about. Just kind of like not exactly what you'd expect from the game, and of course we overjumped then. It doesn't have the best handling, but it's nothing too difficult to manage. Of course, it does seem to have infinite fuel. Anyway, this is actually one of the shorter areas in the game after the first few areas. You could probably tell that though. I mean, this would be done a lot quicker if I wasn't epic fail. Oh, should be some good news as well. This should be the last post-commentary video. So there should be quite a bit more going on in the upcoming videos. Should be fun. See if we can make this. And here we go for the umpteenth time. Yes, umpteen is a number. And there is the Scoutfly power cell. course, the ever annoying bit about this game is the precursor orbs. And a very random floating power cell in the air. Not really sure how it works, but we take them as they are. I believe apparently missing 5 orbs, but I think we've just really got the green rings to do now, which, as you can probably guess, they only appear after you've done the pink ones, so they are obviously a bit more difficult and spread out more. For example, there, you have to know to be able to jump that. Which was, to be honest, fairly obvious, but still, it can possibly miss, like, your eye or something. And somehow we missed that. But we got it just in time, because that was literally about to disappear. So yeah, here we go, just finishing off these rings. I have an odd suspicion that some of this video will be taken up by trying to find those 5. I'm not fully sure, can't properly remember. Almost missed that there. Yeah, you can also tell there's quite a few more green rings than there are pink. Or are they green, blue? And look, turquoise actually. Yeah, here's the last one. And believe it or not, I have missed that one many times, which is very annoying. Luckily this time we didn't. Apparently making up for the travesty that is the area that shall no longer be named. Just leaving us with 5 precursor orbs to obtain, which can be quite annoying. But we will look and we will find them, because we do not leave an area until we have every precursor orb. And we've just passed them. And we still missed, I think, 1 on the way down. So we're just going to quickly drive back up here to get it. And that completes the Precursor Basin as an area. Just going to hand in these tasks to the villagers about Rock Village. Just isn't really much of a village actually, there's like 1 house. Oh well, so yeah, just gonna hand this into the archaeologist, or geologist, or whatever she is.
Power cell to help you out. Now I can get back to my research.
There's 1 down. I believe there's 1 more area to this place. I think it's it's the Boggy Swamp actually, yeah. First of all, we can release these pontoons.
Wonderful. You brought me the precursor orbs. Alright, I'll fix the bridge. But don't ask me to get involved with that creature again.
Depressed gladiator is depressed. Yeah, there's once we reach Boggy Swamp, this video will be ending.
Oh, great moves, kid. I knew that time record would fall. Now here's your power cell, and I can go collect my big payoff.
I wonder if his big payoff is a new pair of pants.
Whoa, yeah! These orbs will help me win my way back out of this barrel. Here's the power cell, I promise.
And once again, 90 Precursor orbs. Why? Seriously, just make it 100. You net more for yourself, and it's a nicer number. Six scout flies. I think one's down here. But yeah, remember to like this video, please. There's every precursor up from Rock Village. Yeah, like it. Comment on what you want to see. Not really much else to say about that. Pick up the next power cell. That's the final one of this area. But yeah, go to our Twitter page. It's at Craszel. CARASZEL. Just a reminder that I am still better than Pablo. Lol. And you just lost the game. Sorry about that. But this is Willow, signing out.